Hello everyone, it's Sugarbread Cat. Welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, if this is your first time, hi! I do redesigns and I also design my own characters. Today I will be designing a spider suit for Lucifer from the game Obey Me. Now I really love redesigning and designing like new looks for characters because I feel like it just takes something that already exists and expands upon it more. I don't know, I like that. And I figured what better way to do that than to pick two of my most favorite fandoms recently. Obey Me, which I have been playing for almost 2, maybe 3 years now. It's 2 years and a few extra months, so I've been there for a while. And Spiderverse, which has had me in a chokehold since I've seen the Miguel O'Hara TikToks. So yeah, there's that. But with Lucifer, I thought that I might design a spider suit for him and draw from both his demon form and his regular outfit because it would be a fun challenge. So here that is. Now I'm gonna go and start explaining my different design choices now that I got the little preface out of the way. So for his everyday outfit, I decided I would take the tie that he usually wears, the vest, and I haven't drawn it in right just yet, but I do add the little belt thingy he wears. I don't know what it's called. It's there, it happens, and it's just a thing. But I want to keep it. Now I want to give him a little spider symbol on there because all spider suits have like some connection to spiders, and it's just not really a spider suit without that. So I added a little, well, it's actually more of a massive spider tie clip. That way it would almost function as a pin, and it would just add a little extra there. Lucifer himself tends to have more formal outfits, so I wanted to keep a little more formal design with his spider suit. Now, with the detail on the gloves, I decided to take the diamond he has on his forehead from his demon form and put that on the gloves. It's on the back of both hands. It's just the other hand is behind his head, so you can't really see it, but it's there. And for the web design, I decided to go with a basic blue because the color of his sin icon is blue. Honestly, I don't really know why, mainly because his outfits have more of a red theme. There's some blue in there, but it's mainly red. But here we are. I also apologize for any feedback noise in the background. My parents were using the sink in the kitchen, so there might be a little bit of feedback in the background, but I'm doing this part when they're not using the sink, so fingers crossed it's not in there. But we'll see. Anyway, back to the design. I decided to keep just a more simple color palette for it. I didn't want to get too over the top with it. I want this to be a design that I can replicate. Like, as much as I love making overcomplicated designs, I want to do some mini comics for this, and I want to be able to replicate this. So I need to simplify it just a little bit, just enough so that I can replicate it, but also keep it. Sorry to interrupt the video, but I just wanted to introduce my Etsy shop. Purchasing something from here is a great way to support the channel. I recently added some bracelets based on the Demon Slayer Hashiras. I have one for Shinobu, one for Muichiro, then I also have stuff for Gyome Mitsuri. I also have some prints. This one is an OC and Gojo. Then I also have another print for Michael Myers and an OC. Then there's one for Satan from Obey Me. And then I also have one for Eddie and an OC from Stranger Things based on the Metallica cover. And then I also have one for Lisa from Genshin Impact. There are a few more, but those are what I'm going to show you now. I restocked the boba tea earrings, and I also restocked the Pocky earrings. The boba tea earrings come in purple, pink, teal, and brown, and I also added these adorable little kitty earrings. And then along with that, there's also some monster can earrings on the site too. And recently, I started making little phone straps. I just made these two for now, but I will be making more. let me know what you guys think. I really want to use this to help pay for my college, so any support is appreciated. You don't even have to buy something, just share my shop on social media and that would be great. You can find my shop on Etsy. The link is in the description down below. Bit interesting enough so that looks different from other designs. I just wanted to also talk really quickly about the little gold buttons on the vest. I know that his everyday outfit either uses like black or white ones. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I just wanted to tie it in with the little belt sash thing he's got going on around his waist, just to match up the colors a little bit more, make it a little less jarring type deal, you know. With the shoes, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to make them like more out there or just like normal Spider-Man design stuff. So I went with normal Spider-Man design because his shoes are like formal, run-of-the-mill. There's nothing really unique about them in game, so I was like, you know what? We can just go with the typical Spider-Man design shoes. That'll work. Now, with the back design, I wanted to keep it just plain. I did keep the webbing going around the arms and the legs because that would really look weird if it was just on the front. The vest does close around the back. I imagine it as a separate piece from the suit, actually. I think it would look pretty interesting if it was a separate piece. The gloves, also a separate piece. So are the boots, obviously, and the little belt. The tie and clip is also a separate piece. Now, I did try to think of something to put on the back of the vest, but I felt like it just didn't need to be there because we already had the spider symbol as his tie clip, and I felt like that was enough. Lucifer, he tends to have a more serious and elegant style. He tends to wear formal wear, it's just what he does, and I didn't want to get too excessive with that because it's more of something Asmodeus would do. Lucifer's more of the guy who likes this clean, simple, formal look, so I tried to emulate that in his spider suit design because I didn't want to go too far from the character and make him unrecognizable in clothing style. So I'm just finishing up the shadows here. I use like a slightly lighter gray, and what I do is I put the multiplier layer on. For me, that's how I like doing my shadows in my clothing designs because it's easier. Now onto the Spider-Man face, well, mask. For the mask, I wanted to kind of emulate his horns a little bit, the sharpness of them, and also the eye design of Miguel O'Hara's suit, so it'll be more obvious when like the lines are cleaned up. But I also tried to use the red from the vest and the gloves on the inner part of the eye and the jewel in his forehead, the jewel being a reference to his demon form. And then I also used the yellow on the belt and the buttons on the edges of his eye, just so I could tie that in a bit more nicely with the rest of his suit. The webbing is similar to the ones on his arms and legs, just so that ties in better. And yeah, that's the mask. I feel like having the mask tie into the suit nicely works really well. It makes for a cohesive design. And right below that is my little test design. I like to make these if I'm going to try and replicate it, just so that if I can see if I have any issues drawing certain things again, and it's also that I can see how long it takes me to draw this design. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to help support the channel, and you can find the full image on my Instagram. Here's an art piece that I made recently. It would really mean a lot if you went over to my Instagram to leave a like on it and just leave a comment. I work really hard on both my videos and my art, so it just really means a lot. And it also just helps me reach more people and get my art seen. So I would really appreciate if you did that.